Hello, my friend.
I don't know where I'm about to go with this, and I ain't worried about the past cause I'm over it. I got my team and nobody is a threat to me, and every time I do my thing they keep telling me it only gets better from here, whoa. It only gets better from here, whoa. Yeah. It only gets better from here, whoa.
Yo, what is going on, y'all? Your boy is back. Let's see if we can get this video to 500 likes and subscribe if you're new. Let's get into the video. Yo, what's going on, y'all? So we're back here with an Estes build. I wanted to give you all the build that I use on Estes because actually Estes is one of my favorite heroes of all time to play. Like, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people are used to seeing me play ADC and stuff like that, but the most fun that I have when I'm playing this game is honestly playing Estes because of how powerful he is. And I want to start by saying this new skin of his, oh my god, it makes it so much enjoyable playing Estes. It's like a whole different experience because his the animations and stuff, it just looks way better and it feels way better, and it's something different. Honestly, every time that I've used Estes, like up until this point, it's just been the same thing. And I mean, I always love the way his abilities look and feel anyway, but with this new skin, I think it's just over the top good. So yeah, the shout out to Mobile Legends for doing that. That's very good. But yeah, I just want to say the skin looks amazing. I love the way that it looks and feels. Yeah, it completely changed the experience for me. But yeah, let's get into the build. And it's one of you all saw me earlier, like when I was playing before I used this new skin. Like I saw that this new skin was here, so I was like, yo, let me go use this new skin. But before I did that, one of you all saw me in the game and didn't believe it was me. You were playing Nana. So shout out to you, homie. I can't remember your freaking in-game name right now, or I will shout you out, but it was the real me. So shout out to you, homie. But yeah, let's get into this build, man, and drop a thumbs up on the video if you enjoy this video and if you are getting a new skin. Let me know what you think about the skin in the comment section down below. But yeah, let's get into it, man. So starting off, the first item that I use on Estes is Warrior Boots. It gives us 22 armor and 40 movement speed. Now the thing about Estes is you want to be able to heal your full team, but you also want to have that sustainability. So a lot of times you'll see me, like, I think it was this gameplay. I played so many games, I can't remember which one I'm going to use for this video. But basically, if you look at the gameplay, you're going to see me get pulled by Zhao and stuff like that. And a lot of the times I was never worried because as long as I'm near a teammate and I can start healing them, I'll get health and stuff like that. And also, I have sustainability because of the build that I use. So this build is just all around amazing. I don't know if I came up with this build or if I got it from a friend. This might be Jimmick's build. So yeah, shout out to him too. But yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway, yeah, those are the boots that I use. Very good item on this hero. But moving on to the next item here, we have Dominance Ice. That gives us 50 mana, 70 armor, 5% critical strike rate reduction, and then the unique passive gives us a 15% cooldown reduction. So that's really good because obviously with Estes you want to have as much cooldown as possible because you want to use your abilities as much as possible, and I think that this build does a good job at doing that. It allows us to constantly spam our abilities and constantly make sure our team is surviving, and that's why Estes is such a powerful hero, and that's why more than likely if Estes is on the team, it's almost impossible to lose, even though we managed to lose earlier. And that was like, I was so confused earlier the game that we lost because we had a bunch of damage dealers. They were basically invincible when I was around, but the thing is they would not move and take towers and stuff like that. So just because your team is basically invincible, if you have an Estes, you still have to know how and when to move forward. And that's why it's such a bad thing when people choose all these roles where you're supposed to be in a leadership position but you don't know how to lead, because you're still going to lose the game if that's an occurrence. So yeah, anyway, moving on to the next item we have here is Enchanted Talisman. That gives us 50 magic power, 250 health, and 20% cooldown reduction. And the passive also helps regenerate mana a little bit quicker too. So the reason that this item is huge is obviously because of that cooldown reduction again. Like, that's a big deal. The cooldown reduction is huge because you get to heal people. The more that you can heal, like, the more invincible your team becomes. So towards the end of the game, like when it gets to really late game and you have all your items, you're going to be able to basically get your ultimate back like within like what, 5-10 seconds. And it's just crazy. It feels like you get it back instantly and you just constantly just keep healing your team, and there's really nothing that they can do about it. So yeah, that's why I feel like this item, it adds up. Then it makes the magic power, the effect of your abilities gets a little bit stronger. Yeah, it's just all around a good item. So yeah, that's why I use that item. Moving on to the next item here, we have Thunderbelt. That gives us 25 magic power, 800 health, 400 mana, 40 armor, 15 health points regeneration. Now, as you can see, we're still going for that survivability. We want that mana. We want as much mana as possible. Honestly, this build is actually geared towards that, like survivability and having as much mana as possible. So you want the cooldown reduction. You want to be able to use your abilities as much as possible. So you need mana to do that. And actually, towards the end of the game, you have so much mana and you regenerate mana so fast that you can basically spam your ultimate and you never lose mana. You basically never lose mana. So it's a huge deal. These items really add up, and that's what you do. That's the selling point of this build. I think it's that the fact that once these items add up, you basically can't go down, and then you stop your team from ever being able to go down. So it's huge. Now moving on to the next item, we have Immortality, which gives us 800 health. And then it gives us 40 magic resistance. But the big part about this one is obviously we can come back to life. That's the biggest reason to use this item, because if you do manage to go down, all you have to do is you're going to come right back to life, and then by that time you'll probably have your ultimate, because if you go down, more than likely if you have your ultimate, you're not going down. But so basically when you do go down, you're more than likely going to have your ultimate back when you revive. So you just pop your ultimate, you get all your health back, and then you continue to keep your team alive. So I think that this is a huge item. This is a very, very huge item for that reason. It's like, it really does make the team almost invincible, because even if they take you down, but that's one of the things too, your team has to somewhat know what they're doing, because a lot of times you'll go down and your team will just run away, like they're so far out of range you can't start healing them. Like they get scared, and I guess that's natural because people aren't used to having healers. Being a healer isn't a popular role, so people don't realize that you can stay close and you can keep engaging because you have the healer and they can't take you down. So yeah, it's like people have to get used to being in a situation where they have a healer and learn how to play with a healer on their team. So it's all about having that experience, I guess. But moving on to the last item we have here, it's Heart of Steel. That gives us 880 health, 30 armor, 35 health points regeneration, and then 20% critical strike reduction. So once again, this is all about that survivability. We have a little bit of armor, we have more health, and then we can regenerate health faster with this item. So that's basically what all the items are geared towards. It's geared towards making sure you can survive with Estes and making sure you can heal your team and do your job. That's basically all you have to do. All you're supposed to do is be able to stay alive and heal your team. If you can stay alive and heal your team, you're a very good Estes. And as you can see in this gameplay, I didn't go down, and that's pretty normal using Estes. Like it's very, very hard to go down with Estes unless you're just in the wrong position. Like if you're very good with positioning, and me being a Layla player with no escapes, I'm really good at positioning. Like it's like you're almost invincible when you're using Estes. So, and then that's what I mean. Like when anybody who's close to you, if you're a good Estes, anybody who's close to you becomes invincible too. And that's why, like, one of the biggest things that's frustrating for me is the fact that my team won't come together. They don't want to come together. They don't want to work together and push. Because the thing about an Estes, like everybody tries to split up and push up different lanes and stuff like that. But when you have an Estes, you don't have to do that. Like I think that people think that you have to take down every single tower to win the game. No, when you have an Estes and the other team doesn't, and the other team has a pretty bad team comp, all you have to do is push that middle lane the entire time, because Estes will keep you alive. You push that middle lane, you take them out, and you'll just keep wiping out the whole team. But everybody likes to split up, so people go off on their own, they die, and when they die, that's feeding the other team. So games are a lot more complicated than they have to be, but when you have that experienced Estes and you have that experienced team, it's a great feeling. But obviously when you get to the higher elos and it starts being a lot more competitive, it really comes down to the teamwork and having strategies and stuff built around Estes, because it's not that easy. But honestly, the majority of games, especially at low elo and mid-range and just casual matches, it's going to be easy if you have an Estes, because a lot of people still don't know how to stop Estes. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Let me know your build for Estes down below, and also what hero would you like me to make a build on next. But yeah, what do you think of the new skin? Also, I definitely want to know that, and if you're going to be getting the skin. But that's all I got for you all today. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one, man.